Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask that the clerk to report the House Committee Substitute 1 to House Bill 446.
Clerk, please report.
House Committee Substitute 1 to House Bill 446.
Lady from Jefferson.
Mr. Speaker, I move adoption of the House Committee Substitute.
Motion is for the adoption of House Committee Substitute 1. Is there any discussion of the committee substitute? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye. Those opposed, nay. House Committee Substitute 1 is adopted. Lady from Jefferson.
Mr. Speaker, House Bill 446, as amended by the House Committee Substitute, will ensure that boards of education adopt a transportation services policy based on statewide transportation services policy guidelines, which are detailed in this bill. This policy will be a separate behavior policy that emphasizes the transporting of students is a privilege, and it will state clearly expectations for student riders as well as for their parent or guardian. In addition, Mr. Speaker, we want to be sure our bus drivers' input is considered when an incident occurs on their bus while maintaining the authority of administrators to adjudicate and administer disciplinary action. And to do that, we closely align these policy requirements with that of most school district disciplinary policies. That having been said, we must be sure that if a student puts him or herself, other riders, or the driver in danger, the driver can act appropriately, swiftly, and effectively. This policy allows for that discretion. If there is an incident for which a behavior referral is submitted by the driver, this policy will ensure it is considered and addressed in a timely manner by administrators. Mr. Speaker, that was one of the main concerns I heard from my devoted drivers in my district, and I'm confident this bill will aid in resolving this issue. Certainly, if for some reason the system unintentionally fails and a response to a dangerous situation report results in a driver still feeling threatened or unsafe transporting a specific student, this concern should be considered. This bill directs boards to implement a policy that will allow a driver to opt out of transporting that student. And that will look different for different counties and is not meant to be burdensome for administrators or other drivers when considering other routes and options. It is intended to reduce unintentional fails when addressing potentially dangerous students and circumstances. Drivers have a huge responsibility, and we should respect and address concerns thoroughly. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I want to address the additions included in the House and floor documents for this bill. The committee sub was drafted when we heard from administrators regarding parental behavior. Since this policy will act as a contract between the parent and the school, signatures will be required. Assuming, of course, the parent or guardian who signs the agreement will read the details therein, the statutes to which we refer and require the policy to refer will be a clear notice to parents that aggressive behavior will have severe consequences and will not be tolerated. The floor amendment came as a result of feedback we received during the House committee hearing. We wanted to be sure that we are in compliance with federal law when considering students with disabilities and their transportation. So with that, Mr. Speaker, I ask the clerk to report House Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 446 as amended by House Committee Sub 1.